I sometimes wonder if I have enough knowledge to make these little videos public. But for the moment my confidence is greater than my doubt. As I understand from others, the physical universe is largely made up of energy or vibration, with some physical substance, whatever physical is. It makes me think about the creative field of the quantum layer, if we can borrow such terminology. In a sort of slumber dream, I saw the creative field. It was somewhat vague and had many little dots inside it. Now there was a being standing there, in the form of a man, but he was not human, and he was in charge, I suppose, of this field, and in this way serving Yahweh, the Most High God. But, strangely, he was dressed up in what would look like a cheap Halloween costume of the devil, a red plastic spandex, little horns, and all. And as I approached I asked him, "Why are you dressed like this?" He immediately answered, "Because people think I am the devil." He seemed to have taken the offense personally. Now he was unusually friendly to me, as though he wanted to be friends. For a long time I have been thinking about the reason for the friendliness of this being, and I think I am starting to understand. The devil aspect represents our fear and aversion of this creative field. We may think changing reality with our thoughts is of the devil, or else, we think, such ramblings of the quantum field are reserved for crazy people, and should be avoided, like the devil, at all costs. His friendliness speaks of the necessary interface. Friendship allows closeness, interaction, no fear. Perhaps the real devil has made us fearful of a great physics of consciousness, of a way out of troubles. Can you really affect the creative field or creative potential of an existence in flux if you are repulsed by it? So friendship is a passage. Now if our thoughts can uphold things, sustaining or strengthening them, by our attention, then we should be careful what we think. There is this commonly used phrase or request, "Keep me in your thoughts." It is meant well, even in ignorance. But if the mind of our brain is a quantum modulator, as it were, then we should not keep people in our thoughts. We can, though, love them in our heart, but not in our focus. The brain must be alone to affect the creative field properly. Now the angel told someone else to focus, focus, focus. I think the key here is to understand that focus is not concentration. The focus that affects the creative field is in rest, without concentration. Because concentration, in this vein of thought, is trying not to think about too many things at once. In stillness, thinking about no one, our mind touches the creative field, when we have a dream of our destiny. Therefore, the phrase, "Keep me in your thoughts," is a monstrous thought. Now as we, sons of the light, walk in power and dominion, we must not forget the gate of need. We must, as a glorious and absolutely necessary interface, need Yahweh, or more specifically, need the being of our Savior, the powerful Jesus Christ, whose name effect a spastic and visceral contraction in the minds of those in the dark. The gate of need towards him must be continual, and is, for me, one of those glorious interfaces that I keep. Need is a passage. But our continually need is not incongruent to our power and dominion. Embracing weakness as an exchange platform is false humility. The gate of need is, in my imagination, a sort of cosmic gyrating wheel. It turns for me, and I need it. If we don't need, we close the giving cosmic wheel of need. Need is potential.